South Seattle nightclub with a history of violence is closing down. The news comes a week after the city declared the Capri Bar a nuisance property and accused the owners of selling alcohol without a permit. Now the city council is expected to take a vote on new rules to get a handle on lounges that stay open after the bars close. KOMO's Jeremy Harris live tonight in Rainier Beach with the very latest for us. Jeremy?
Well, Preston, that alcohol should stop flowing at 2 a.m., but there are a number of clubs and lounges that stay open well beyond that. And the city says those are where the biggest problem with nightlife gun violence is happening. The most recent act was just here when 2 people were killed a few weeks ago. Today, the city tells me the owners here are shutting it down. They're referred to as after-hour clubs or hookah lounges, but the city of Seattle calls them a nuisance.
There's locations that have sometimes up to 100 shots fired.
Seattle City Attorney Ann Davison says enforcement action against the Capri Bar in Rainier Beach after a double homicide 2 weeks ago was met with quick action.
We do have an agreement from that owner of the lounge that it will be closing.
The bar was facing $500 a day in fines, with the city alleging they served alcohol without a license. But it went beyond liquor. After-hours clubs have been a magnet for violence in Seattle. City data showing there were at least 35 shootings with 800 rounds fired at after-hour clubs last year.
I think that they do break a lot of rules. I think that they also promote it online, on Instagram.
Erica Santana and her sister Caroline lost their brother David to a shooting at a nightclub in Soto last summer.
And it was just like my brother's death was the tip of an iceberg for me of all these things that are so wrong.
The Santana sisters advocated for new legislation at the city council to crack down on after-hour clubs.
We cannot undo what has already been done, that we can't prevent it by learning from past tragedies.
The proposal would require on-site security cameras and giving city officials access to the clubs.
We're looking at where can we improve public safety, and we're going to focus on places that are problematic. Weekend after weekend, and particularly as we get close to summer, I want to make sure we are doing things on a way to be responsive to that increase of gun violence that we've seen over the last few years.
Now, the council has somewhat fast-tracked this legislation, especially after this recent double homicide. They're going to take a vote on this tomorrow afternoon, and it is expected to pass with a lot of support from the council. Reporting live in Rainier Beach, Jeremy Harris, KOMO News.
All right.